May I say something?
Sure.
Well, I said that I was going to do a lot of listening tonight, and I have. And I come away with this with just a couple questions for you, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, I am running for United States Congress. I hope to be your next representative. Let's fast forward mentally for just a second. Let's assume that I won my election and I am now your next representative. Here's the question. Raise your hand if you would like me deciding how much your life is worth. Probably not. I'm glad nobody raised their hand. I wouldn't have raised my hand. How many of you want me deciding what care your doctor gives you based on how much I say he can make? I agree with you 100%. That is why, among other reasons, that when I am elected, I will vote to repeal Obamacare. Now, the other question is, well, okay, well, if you do that, well, okay, well, what do you replace it with? What do you do? Well, I actually do have a couple of ideas, and I will share them with you briefly. One of my goals is to create conditions so that our silent partner over here this evening, Jack Piccolo, he's a business owner. One of your biggest expenses, I am told, and one of the biggest barriers is healthcare costs, insurance. It monitors, or I should say, it constrains the number of employees that he can employ. My goal is to help people create jobs, because the government doesn't create jobs, he does. So here's what I propose. One of the things that we can do, a small business like Jack's that doesn't employ a whole lot of people, how come they can't pool together and get lower cost insurance like that are more competitive, like the larger companies can do? Why can't they do that? That's illegal right now. They can't. They should be able to. Why can't we as individuals shop for our insurance across state lines the same way that we can do for auto insurance? Competition is what keeps prices down. Our companies, our insurance companies right now, based just on what Martha shared with us, how many states are not going to create those exchanges? And guess what's going to end up happening? The federal government will end up creating more and more of the exchanges. Because guess what? Connecticut, we all know Connecticut has a budget deficit right now of how many hundreds of millions of dollars? How much money do we have to create an exchange and then pay for all of this stuff? You ask Governor Malloy, he's going to say, "Oh, I've taxed everything but inhaling, so there's nothing else." So guess what? By default, the federal government will end up doing all of this. And one of the most scariest things I saw tonight, my life was saved because my doctor, on his own initiative, looked at me and said, "Wayne, how old are you?" I said, 47. You know, we usually don't do the PSA, the prostate cancer screening, until you're 50, but, you know, you want to take an early look? And I said, sure. That's why I'm standing in front of you right now. If it had not been for that doctor taking an early look during the PSA screening, which this law will eliminate, I would either be really, really, really sick or dead right now. Government shouldn't be doing our health care. I would trust my health to the private sector versus the government any day. We should make it more affordable. We can make it streamlined. We can do things to help it along that will allow more people to get covered at lower cost and help people like Jack be able to hire more people, provide insurance for them, and still stay in business. That's my idea. And if you like that, I hope you would support me. I'm going to turn it back over to Pamela. Thank you very much.